Here inside the WB Mason Coaches Report, Andrew Jorstad, joined by the head coach of the Hofstra women's soccer team, Simon Riddiough. Coach, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Anders.
1-0 loss to College of Charleston, 4-1 to UNCW. Just your overall assessment of those road matches.
It's been a tough week. It's been a tough couple of weeks. For whatever reason, we're not clicking. We're not finding a way to keep clean sheets, and we're not creating many quality chances on the other side of the field. It's tough. Road trips are always tough in this conference, and to have back-to-back weekends of road trips, it starts wearing on you, especially at the back of the second week. And I think physically we were just tired, emotionally drained, and now we're quite relieved and happy to be back at home.
Yeah, those 4 goals that most of your team has given up. Do you think fatigue had something to do with that?
No, it was just credit to Wilmington. They were extremely clinical in front of goal. I think at one stage it was 5 shots and 3 goals. I would love to have that kind of percentage for my team. We were just giving up silly mistakes, and ultimately that rests on my shoulders. It's my fault. I've got to reevaluate what I'm doing at Hofstra, my coaching, my training, my preparation for these kids, because they're working hard and they're putting in the effort and the time, and it's just not working. So you've got to almost accept responsibility and take blame for it yourself, and unfortunately that's what I'm going to have to do.
So all your road matches are now done for conference schedule, and now all home matches for the rest of the way. Is that kind of a sigh of relief for your team? Do you expect them to regroup now that they're back at Hofstra?
Yeah, there's a certain, we talk about it all the time, confidence, comfortability when you're playing at home. You've got a slight advantage because the other team has to travel. The officials are familiar with you, and you're playing in front of your family and friends. And I always think that gives you an extra 5%. That's called the home crowd advantage. And that's what we're hoping to get this weekend, and we need it. We desperately need it. And we've worked hard yesterday, and we're going to work hard for the rest of the week. We changed a couple of training methods in, and I think we're going to be ready to play on Friday.
Elon and William & Mary are the 2 teams that are visiting. What do you see from those 2 squads so far?
Well, Elon's turned their program around. They're new to the conference, and I always think new teams take a couple of years to transition and acclimatise, and that's what this team has done. They've adjusted their recruiting. They're recruiting bigger, stronger, better athletes, and they're adjusting the tactics a little bit, and they're going to be extremely difficult to beat. Chris Neal knows the conference well. He used to be an assistant at Wilmington, so I'm sure he'll know all the details about Hofstra. And he'll have his team ready to play. William & Mary, they're always there. They're the programme we always do battle with and always try and outdo. And nothing changes this year. JD's a legend in the game of college soccer. He always gets the best out of his team. He's an extremely talented and experienced coach. Both games are going to be tough. Both games are going to require us to bring our A game. But I honestly believe if we do bring our A game, we'll win both. And that's the beauty of this team. We are talented. If we can get back to September 1st and that momentum and energy we had, we're going to be very difficult to beat. And the next 5 games are exciting to address.
And what specifically do you think your team needs to address in order to get a couple of wins there?
Against Elon, it's a matter of showing up and playing as hard as we can. They're going to come and battle, and if we don't battle, we'll be rolled over. It's as simple as that. William & Mary, they've got some extremely talented players, and they're going to come up with a game plan as well. So with William & Mary, it's always a big game. I have no worries about our endeavour in those games, and I'm sure William & Mary doesn't when they play Hofstra. It's going to be a battle, it always is. We have to play intelligently and with the same vigour and energy we play on Friday. If we can do that, we can get 2 wins.
He's Simon Riddiough, head coach of the Hofstra women's soccer team. Thanks for joining us, Coach.
Yeah, thanks for having me.